This is Jay on LA, and today I want to talk about the Department of Neighborhood Empowerment's new Code of Conduct request of the Board of Neighborhood Commissioners. Now, for those of you out there who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you're probably 98.5% of the people in the city of Los Angeles who have never heard of neighborhood councils and don't even know what the hell they do. But for those of you who do know, and for those of you who care, or for those of you who are worried about government taking things over and intrusion, we're going to talk about this new code of conduct. This new code of conduct that they are proposing, the most dangerous part of it is item 6B, where it says, and I quote, "The department shall be the sole decision maker with respect to a suspension of a board member. The board member or committee member may not appeal the suspension decision." So we have a new general manager who basically is trying to reshape neighborhood councils, and it's very possible she's doing it at the direction of the mayor and city council people who are now worried that neighborhood councils have more power than was ever intended for them to have, and that their voices are being heard largely out in the community. So this new general manager has come in, and she has basically torn apart the Congress committee, put in her own committee. She's trying to destroy the budget advocates. Neighborhood councils across the city are fuming at the way she is absolutely handling the way neighborhood councils can operate or not operate or spend the money that's been given to them by the city to do good in their neighborhood. We have a system that has been broken for a long time in a lot of ways, but we have a system that also works. We have a department that's been broken for a very long time and is still very broken. A perfect example of that is the past elections, where it's probably one of the lowest turnouts they've had in years. And I'm still waiting under the Public Records Act request for the numbers to see exactly what the numbers were for this last year versus the last two election cycles. But all the money that was put together for outreach by the department during the elections is now being spent after the elections. So it shows you just how dysfunctional it is. And now that we have a whole new group of people that have taken over boards through an elected democratic process, like Sunland to Hunger, we have a very upset general manager who is now trying to dismantle things because she's not happy with the people who criticize her and actually have won the seats and have taken over their neighborhood council. So the suspension policy that they're putting through is all giving the power to the general manager to basically take elected officials, people who have been elected by the people, and suspend them and remove them for what she will determine to be bad conduct or an egregious way of acting at a neighborhood council. Now, granted, there's a lot of neighborhood councils who could really get their act together and do better in their community and act better and stop infighting. But that, look at the Democrats and Republicans. They can't agree on lunch, So what I say is, find out about this amendment to the Code of Conduct, see the way it's written, and protest. People need to rise up, because this is just another step of government taking over and silencing the voice of the people. And if that's what you want, then you deserve it. But folks, that's not what we deserve. We deserve a government that's responsive to us. And we should not be put into an elected position official and have some general manager coming from a nonprofit turn around and say, "You're suspended because I don't like the way you act or I don't like the way you speak." So this is Jay on LA. Wake up, LA. It's only going to get worse.